What's up, guys? We are live yet again. This time not with Trenton, unfortunately, but that is a-okay. All right, I am going to start a poll. Hold up, guys. I'm starting a poll. All right, boom. Just started a poll. Alrighty, we are a little over a minute in, about a minute 30 almost. Only got one person in the stream so far. That is a-okay. Feel free to say hi or ask me any questions if you're new or whether you're normal or whatever. Feel free to vote or yeah. Ooh, we got someone that was in the collab stream. Let's go. In the special guest stream. I'm gonna guess that it's GT. Oh my goodness. Oh my flipping goodness. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny. Ha. It's Trenton himself in the chat, guys. Still got no one in here yet. Bit weird, but that's okay. I just had a gummy buster, bro. Bro, dog, look at it. Does this look like what's on the outside of the... Oh, wow, it kind of does. Of course, I pull out the only one that actually looks like it. Yo, what's up? We got a new person in the stream. Crossy Dial said hi. Hi, what's up? Eating some gummy busters. Flipping balisongs. This is awesome. Oh, brother. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, those who don't know, these gummy busters have 3 flavors in this bag. It has, oh no, I dropped some. It has pink lemonade, fun drink, blue raspberry. Now, if you guys don't know, the fun drink flavor, literally tastes like Dookie. No offense. It tastes like the chemical cleaners that they use to, clean public bathrooms at Walmart. The fun drink flavor of the gummy busters tastes like literal cleaning chemicals that they use on public bathrooms. It is not good at all. Kinda sucks like Dookie. No offense. It's mid. But the others are good. So there's that. All right. Death by Jelly said, do a trike on the blue one. I don't know what a trike is, but I can flip the Kraken for you. I got you. Here. I'll flip the Kraken for you, but I do not know what a trike is. All right. Crossy Dial said, I'll sub if you eat a handful at once. Oh, I got you. A handful of what? Gummy busters? Or the strips? All right. Death by Jelly said, yo, sub. Yo, what's up? All right. Joe Mama said, do you know if it's a sin to goon by Booney Blue? I have no idea what that is, so can't really tell you that. I can't really tell you if things are sins or not. I can go by scripture. I'm not Jesus, I cannot tell you that, but I can go by scripture, and I can go by and tell you what I know from scripture, what is sins and not sins. All right. Ooh, we got another new person. The final trolley said hello. Well, hello to you too. I said I'm just a random person. Nice to meet you, just a random person. If you got any questions for me, let me know. Just chilling. I am flipping my balisongs, eating Joyride. Life is good. Honestly, it's going amazing. If you got any questions about like Joyride or about balisongs or about Christianity, if you got any questions about Jesus or anything, or do you just want to completely change the subject and talk about one of your hobbies, I'm down with that too. I'll chat what did I just say? Oh my goodness. I'll chat with about oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue tied. I've been doing that lately. I am willing to chat about almost anything. All right. Crocodile said, I have returned from my journey through YouTube Live. Nice. All right. GT said, YouTube didn't let me post my fan. Yeah, it did. I watched it. Might have got taken down, but I watched it. It was pretty cool. I do recommend getting a new Balisong, though. No offense. No offense, GT. I would recommend getting the Impulse. It's probably the cheapest. It costs $35 US and flips absolutely amazingly. All right. Death by Jelly said, me subscribed. Well, thank you so much. That means a lot, honestly. All right. GT said, what Bally are you flipping right now? This is the Bally Plus Cracker Racking clone. This is a clone, so it only costs about $60. And I will flip any of these Balisongs here if you guys want me to, honestly. All right. Yo, Has3 Games. Yo, what's up? Has3 Games, can you solve Rubik's Cube? W. Trenton. Yes, I can solve Rubik's Cube. I actually also do cubing. Just like Trenton. If you guys were in my special guest stream, you know who Trenton is. He does cubing. He also got me into cubing. And I used to average, I'm not sure what I currently average. It's been a while since I've done cubing. I used to average 45 seconds with solving a Rubik's Cube. I have like speed cubes and that type of stuff. I have a GAN cube and stuff like that. All right. Joe Mama said, do you like Gabe Owners? I don't know who Gabe Owners is. Never heard of him. Sorry. All right. GT said, yeah, it took down. They got mad at me. And yeah, I'm getting the Impulse. Nice, bro. I definitely recommend the Impulse. Be aware, different colors cost different prices. So if you want this one, your one with fade handles, that's going to be $45 US. If you want something with a black blade but normal handles, that's going to be $40 US. And finally, if you want something with a silver blade, then that is going to be $35 US. So if you want either the silver on silver or the silver with black handles, that is going to be $35, which is the cheapest option. All right. The final trollage. So just remember, don't hurt your hands while using tricks on. No, all of these are trainers. The final trollage. You do not have to worry about that at all. These are all Balisongs or butterfly knife trainers. All of these are completely 100% perfectly safe. All right. Crossy Dial said, I was flipping a Balisong on a log one time. It slipped off and it may have hit a bird when I missed the target. I doubt that. Hopefully not. All right. GT said, I'm going with the basic color. Nice. Joe Mama said, mute GT. He was trolling me earlier. I'm not going to mute him, unfortunately. I'm sorry. He has not really said anything rude. If he has, let me know about it. So far in this stream, he has not. And earlier, I never saw him say anything rude to you, so I am not going to mute him. I'm sorry. He has just as much of a right to say things in the chat as you do. If either one of you start arguing in the chat, getting mad at one another, saying anything inappropriate or anything like that, I am going to mute one or both of you, whichever one says bad stuff. All right. The final troll said, but there's literally a sharp blade on the butterfly if you're holding. No, there's not, actually. This is what we call a false life blade. Now, you probably don't know what that is, but that's okay. I'm explaining it to you, okay? A false live blade means that it's supposed to, in every way, shape, and form, look like a live blade, but be perfectly safe. So this one is supposed to look like completely like a live blade, but yet it is perfectly safe, and yeah, will not cut me at all. It is perfectly safe, and it is a trainer. False live blades are really cool for that reason. They look like a live blade, but it's not like at all. It's a trainer, and it's perfectly safe. They're pretty cool. Alrighty. GT said, how was I trolling? Are you a troll? It's full. He's the guy from earlier trolling me. That's called a false. Alright. Death by Jelly said, ooh, that's not good. I'm not going to read that out loud, but that's not good. I'd recommend trainers only, especially for that reason. I recommend trainers only, you guys. All right. The final trial says, oh, so it doesn't hurt. No, not at all. This is not a life blade. This is absolutely safe. It is a trainer. All right. Death by Jelly said, oh, oof. Joe Mama, stop trying to start arguments, or you will be the one getting muted. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude with the chat. Not trying to be too strict, but there is no voice chat, Joe Mama. You're the one trolling, and If you do not stop trying to start arguments in the chat, you are going to be put on timeout. That's what they call it on here, and I can do that. And I will if I have to. So please just be normal, start conversation and stuff, but do not be accusing people of doing things that they did not do, please. All right. Death by Jelly said, I bought one right after that incident, a trainer. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Trainers only. All right, the final troll said, is that a real butterfly knife? Then in your hands? No. This is a false live blade. It's perfectly safe, and it is a trainer. All right. Ooh, we got 7 votes. Oh, everyone is saying either yes, I like Joyride, or yes, W. Trenton. That's awesome, guys. All right. I'm going to have some more Joyride, honestly. I don't think I'm going to have any more Gummy Busters. I think I'm going to have some of the Blue Raspberry Sour Strips, honestly. Those things are really good. These Blue Raspberry Sour Strips are probably my favorite type of Joyride, if I'm being honest with you. These things are absolutely fire. Absolutely amazing. Hold up. I'm gonna put the camera down here just for a second. That way I can get some, guys. Oh my goodness. Sorry. That's the only bad part about the strips, is they're pretty hard to get out of the package. I will say that's one of my critiques with this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just gonna flip a second. Don't want to be talking while chewing. All right. Okay. I'll talk again. We just dropped down to only 2 people in the stream. That's what happens when I don't talk. All right. So guys, something I really like about Joyride is especially the Blue Raspberry Sour Strips, they're not really that gummy. I have a problem with textures. I don't really like gummy stuff. These have more of like a softer, stickier consistency, sort of like Starburst. So if you get Joyride, expect it to taste a lot more like Starburst than it does like normal gummy worms or something like that. All right. I'm getting the impulse of the blue to pink fade. It looks fire. Yes, it does, bro. That thing looks awesome. I wanted to get that, but yeah. Sorry, I'm still chewing. I saw Blade Bias's video on the impulse, and he said something that made me not really want to get it. He said he thought that it was supposed to be a trans flag, and I'm sorry, guys, but I do not, or I'm not really sorry. I won't talk about it, though. I do not support any sort of transgenderism at all. It's delusional, in my opinion. And I do not really support Pride or LGBTQ whatsoever. I'm willing to talk about it. If you guys disagree with me, I hope none of you are offended. I don't mean to be offensive to anyone. And I don't get offended at anything you guys say. So if you disagree with me, then I'm willing to chat about it, but I do not support any sort of LGBTQ, Pride, anything like that. Not one of the things I support, and I do not support transgender stuff either. So though Nabalis may not have meant it like that, just for the fact that it might have been supposed to be a trans flag, I did not want to get that colorway. So yeah, ended up getting this one, which looks equally awesome. All right. Death by Jelly said, what state you in? I am in Missouri. I assume you're asking that because of Joyride. I got the Joyride at Hy-Vee Food Store, or Hy-Vee Natural Food Store, I think it's called. Either way, just Hy-Vee in Springfield, Missouri sells Joyride, and that is where I got it. All right. But Jolly Ranchers, no, I don't really eat Jolly Ranchers. I've heard of them. Don't think I've actually tried them. I might have tried Jolly Rancher one time or two, but Joyride is very good, though, guys. In fact, I'm going to have another Gummy Buster. I like the crunch on the outside. All right, what should I get? What should I get? I'm going to get Blue Raspberry. Let's see. Is Blue Raspberry in there? Yes. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's find a Blue Raspberry one. That's Fun Drink, I think. Oh, that rhymed. All right, blue raspberry. Here we go. Obviously, this is not blue like the package, but that's okay. All right. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask any questions. Honestly, we got 10 people in the stream. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions. All right. What's your favorite flavor? What's your favorite flavor of Joyride? So my favorite is probably the blue raspberry sour strips. Those things are really good, but I recently tried these gummy busters, which are also pretty good. But I'd say the blue raspberry sour strips are probably my favorite. Coming in second is probably the gummy busters. Yeah, that stuff's good. Oh my goodness. Best part for sure is that it has no food dyes whatsoever and no junk ingredients. That's like absolutely amazing, almost unheard of. So yeah. All right. And Sour Patch Kids, have you had it before? Yes, I have had Sour Patch Kids, and actually, I don't have them in my room with me right now, but I ended up buying the Joyride Sour Smacks, which is the Joyride version of Sour Patch Kids, pretty much. It's not as sour as Sour Patch Kids, I will say that, but it has a different consistency. Like I said, it has more of a soft, sticky consistency, like Starburst, which I really like. Ooh, we got 2 new people in here. Jaden, yo, what's up, Jaden? Jade says, have you been beating the impulse? I have a little bit. I've been trying not to that much, but of course I have dropped this thing a few times. Dropped this off my 10-foot deck a few times, and it was doing really good for a while. No tap, no play whatsoever. I mean, absolutely none, not even minimal. But I have a theory here. I put it in my pocket for a while, and then I woke up one morning and this thing had tap. So I'm afraid that keeping this thing in my pocket for a while ended up making it have tap and play. So there's that. Yo, Grim Flipper 1235 said, nice balisongs. How much are they? These specific ones that I have, these are not for sale. I'm not selling any of mine, but you can get these all. They are all currently available on the company's website. So this one right here, the Impulse, and this one right here, the Cheese, you can both get off of Nabales. You can get it off the Nabales website, if I can get this to focus here. Please focus. There we go. You can get it off the Nabales website or off of Amazon. This one costs $35. The Cheese costs $70. This is a Bally Plus Cracker Racking clone. It costs about $60. This here is an Amazon Balisong. I would not recommend it. It's only like $7. Cheap piece of crap. This is the Barracuda V2. It costs about $150 US. And the company is BB Barfly that makes this. And oh my goodness, it is a good one. Alrighty. Yo, what's up, Vinny? Vinny Sanders is in here. What's up? Alright. No, like how much did they cost? Yeah, I just told you how much they cost. Alright. Sorry, I'm behind on chat. Alright, Vinny just keeps saying yo. Yo, Vinny, please don't spam. I haven't really had a problem with spammers in the past. It's never really been a problem like it has on Ghost Flipping streams, but if it becomes a problem, I am going to have to put you on timeout, as they say, or just like make it to where you can't chat anymore. So please do not spam. You could feel free to say hi or ask me any questions. Like, you've got any questions for me, you can ask me any questions or anything you want to chat about, any comments, questions, or just saying hi. But just please don't spam. Because then it makes me get a little bit behind on the chat, and it's kind of annoying to some of the other people who are trying to chat too. So, all right. Death by Jelly said, and Iran's blue and green. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Jaden said, do you think the impulse handles are too thin? Not at all, actually. It really depends on your flipping preferences. If you are someone who likes bulky handles, kind of like the Barracuda V2, then yeah, I could 100% see why you think the handles are thin. But yes, they are thin. That's a matter of fact, they are. But I actually like it that way. I really, really like thin, skinny handles that are very well rounded. That's my flipping preferences. And this thing fits that perfectly. So yes, these do have skinnier, thinner, really well-rounded handles with a lot of grip. And I really like it. If you want something that's more blocky, more of like bulkier, blockier handles that are more squared, I'd recommend the Barracuda V2. All right, the final trolls said face reveal. Yeah, I've done face reveals before many times. It's not really something I keep secret. You can just go to my YouTube shorts if you want to during this stream or after the stream or whatever. And I pretty much I don't do that much Balisong stuff on my shorts. My shorts are pretty much just me uh, doing like mini vlogs and like random funny skits and memes and all that type of stuff. All right. Has 3 Games said, what would you recommend for a second Bally? Ooh, that's a good question. So, what I got as a second Balisong was actually the Barracuda V2. Now, this thing is going to be out of budget for a lot of people. This thing costs around 150 US dollars. I got it on sale for about 130. It's still pretty expensive for most people. If price is not an issue, I'd recommend the Barracuda V2. But if you're wanting a public flipper, that is something I was really interested in getting, is a public flipper. And so the Nibali's cheese costs around $70 to 75 US dollars. And it is a very good public flipper, and I would recommend it as a second Balisong. This is actually the third Balisong that I got. Alrighty. Death by Jelly said, how much is the light blue Balisong? Oh, the light blue one, the Bally's cheese. This thing is about 70 US dollars. I got it on sale for, I think, 67 US dollars. Like I said before, it's a very good public flipper, very good flipper in general, even if you don't really care if you flip it in public or not. Very good flipper, has Teflon coating, so it has a ton of grip, and it costs around 70 US dollars. So, yep. This thing also, if you don't want it in teal, if you like the look of it, but you don't really want it in teal, this thing does come in different colors. You can get, the blade is always going to be white. It doesn't have different color options for the trainer blade. But you can get this thing with either yellow handles, light blue handles, purple, or pink. As you guys can see, I got the light blue handles for this thing. All right. Final Show said, oh, I looked at your face. It's nice looking. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, I guess. I'm going to take that as a compliment and not a creepy comment. Anyways, GT said, a comment of mine on CapCut got removed for telling someone that Allah is a false god like blood. Yeah, that should not happen. That is very, very, that should not happen. That is not freedom right there. I do not post anything on CapCut, and now I definitely will not. Thank you for telling me that. All right, I want the cheese so bad. Yeah, bro. Death by Jelly said it looks nice. What does, the cheese or my face? Because the Violent Trojan said my face looks nice, which is a little weird, but I'll take it as a compliment. Like they weren't trying to be weird. Ooh, we got a new person in here. Pandex said, yo, what's good? Yo, what's good? What's up, Pandex? Glad to have you in my stream. If you got any questions or comments, just let me know. All right. The Final Trojan said, bro, I'm not a stalker. All right, all right. I'm glad. I am very glad about that. Yo, we got another new person in here. Kimberly West said I subbed. Well, thank you, Kimberly. That's very kind of you. If you got any questions or comments, just let me know. All right, Pandex said, what's your favorite Bally? Honestly, currently, right now, it's probably the new one that I got, the Nibali's Impulse. This thing fits my flipping preferences very nicely. I really like skinny, thin handles that are really nicely rounded and have good grip. And this thing fits that perfectly. And it's overall pretty light. It's basically like, it's like the Canyon, but with everything fixed. Like the Canyon, most people complained about it being too heavy. This is basically like a Canyon with lighter weight handles and better grip. All right, GT said, yeah, I'm getting the cheese with pink handles. Nice, bro. All right, Jaden said, how long you been flipping for? Jaden, I have been flipping since January of 2024, so about a year and a half, almost. Ooh, all right, we got another new person, Hermes. What's up, Hermes? Hermes said, I got my trainer today, and it feels really good. Nice, bro, that's awesome. If you want to learn some new tricks, I have some tutorials on my channel of how to do some different combos and some different tricks. Or if you got a specific one that you want to learn, I'd even be willing to teach you it on stream. All right, Kimberly West said the Balisongs look cool. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Ooh, we got another in person. I need sleep. Said, is the blade on the silver one a comb? Yes, yes, it is. This is actually an Amazon one. This thing does not flip that well. It's not that good of a flipper. So if you're looking to get one just to practice tricks with, I wouldn't recommend this. But it does look pretty cool to just whip out a balisong and then comb your hair. I will say that. Ooh, we got another new person, Disaster Guy. Not a fan of your profile pic. A little creepy, but that is okay. All right. Disaster Guy said hi. Hi, what's up, Disaster Guy? All right. Jaden said, you got a better collection than me. That's okay. If you're looking for a good collection, you'll probably have it one day. Hopefully you can get a better collection. All right. Hermes said, by the way, I'm Hades from the other streams. Oh, all right. That makes more sense. What's up, Hades? All right. Hayes3 Games said, can you do your most advanced trick? I want to see an experienced person do a hard trick. Ooh, all right. So there's some tricks that I actually come up with myself and some combos, such as that one right there. The fan to backhand aerial. I really like that one. I also am a fan of the zero gravity scissor. And then also my fan to ice pick. Those are some pretty cool ones. All right. GC said mine has weight to it. Nice. Oh, we got a... I think this is a new person. I could be wrong. I feel like I might remember you from one of my other streams. Tasman San Martin. I think you're new to the stream, but I think I might remember you from one of my other streams. If you have been one of my streams before, just let me know, because I feel like I might remember your name. All right. Pandex said, what's your favorite trick? I don't really have a favorite trick. Like my best friend said in my last stream that I did with him, we just got done doing a collab stream together. He was a special guest on one of my streams. He said asking a balisong flipper what their favorite trick is like asking a chef what their favorite ingredient is. You can do lots of different combos and stuff, but I would say probably my favorite trick / combo would be the one I just did right there. The fan to ice pick grip is probably my favorite. Not gonna lie. All right, Disaster Guy said, I just ordered this from Temu, the comb one. Have you ever ordered one? Yes, I have a comb right here, actually. I will warn you right now, it's not that good of a flipper. If you're looking for something that does tricks really well, it is not going to perform that well to learn new tricks with. It will work, it'll get the job done, but it's not going to be the best thing that you can use to learn new tricks with. But it does look cool to whip out a balisong comb and then comb your hair. All right. Death by Jelly said, so it's just for your hair, the silver balisong? Not really. It is... The reason that it was so special to me is because I started off flipping a Lego balisong. Like, when I got into the hobby, my best friend showed me the hobby. I was like, hey, that looks cool. And so I built a Lego balisong out of Legos and started flipping it. So the reason that this thing was so special to me and that I started learning new tricks with it is mainly for the fact that it was a metal balisong. This was my first time having a metal balisong. So I did learn most of my first tricks with this thing. I've learned some tricks with my Lego one and then with this thing. All right. Ooh, we got another new person. Kelsey Anastasia said, I thought on the cheese versus the Teflon Vope, or thoughts on the cheese versus Teflon Vope. I would definitely recommend the cheese over the Teflon Vope. I've never actually flipped the Teflon Vope, but what I can tell you is that the cheese is a very good flipper. I mean, an absolute very good flipper, and because of the Teflon, it has a ton of grip. I would say that the cheese has more well-rounded handles than the Teflon Vope, just based off of looks. I've never flipped the Teflon Vope, but I would tell you that the cheese probably has better rounded handles, and the Teflon Vope probably has more squared handles. And also, if you're looking for something that's a good public flipper, the cheese is a much better public flipper, and I would definitely recommend the cheese if you are looking for something that you can flip in public. Alrighty. GT said, I'm working on a trick that I made. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get all my ballets in pink, to be honest. Ooh, alright. Ooh, has 3 games at W Trenton with 1 Corinthians 8:10. Yes, for sure. So if you guys don't know, I just did a special guest stream with my best friend Trenton, and we ended the stream with a Bible verse that he gave, 1 Corinthians 8:10. I don't know that one off the top of my head, but you guys can go look it up. All right, Hermes said, if you remember the joke I made about the cats and Bally's, the funny thing is the day after that I became a cat owner. That's hilarious. But yeah, guys, if you don't know, I end all my streams with Bible verses. I am very much a Christian. So is my best friend, so I let him choose a Bible verse to end with on the last stream. So if you guys have any questions about Christianity, whether you are a Christian or you don't consider yourself to be a Christian, if you got any questions about Christianity or about Jesus, feel free to ask. I will try and answer it to the best of my abilities, based off Scripture and based off, I'll give you my opinions on it. All right, Zaster Guy said, one silly question. Can you casually walk and make the tricks happen while walking? Is it possible? Yes, very possible. Walking and flipping is just the same as standing and flipping or sitting and flipping, or currently I have one knee on the ground, 1 foot on the ground. Pretty much the same, always. Just depends on what tricks you do. Some aerials might be a bit harder to do while walking. Like if you want to do under the leg aerial, that's going to be hard to do while walking. Like one of these, where you go under the leg and catch it. That might be a bit difficult to do while walking, but otherwise, yeah, you can walk while flipping, definitely. All right, GT said W Trenton. Hastler Gabe says, can I choose the Bible verse? Sure. If you got one in mind, you can definitely choose the Bible verse that we'll end with the stream. I'll let you know whenever we're getting towards the end of the stream. You can tell me the Bible verse. All right. Ooh, we got another new person here. Sonic is Best said, I'm sending 8,000 Dallas. Okay. I don't know exactly what that means. But, okay. Disaster Guy said, sick. Thank you, I think. Ooh, all right. We got 20 votes. Most people, 60. Oh, whoa. They are changing. Most people said yes, Joyride. Some people said yes, W Trenton. Some people said nope, just back to your normal stream. All right. Ooh, we got another new person here. Noodle Chan said Y2K. I got you, bro. Here, this in thumb roll over position. Boom, Y2K. Boom, done. Did that. All right, now I'm going to flip something else because the pivot screws are coming out of my impulse. Not the absolute best tune on this thing. All right. What should I flip, guys? Tell me. What should I flip? What should I flip between these? I will let you guys tell me what to flip, and I will flip it. Blue. Ooh, we got multiple new people. Jack Barnes said blue, and Pepsis said cheese. All right. Well, that is good because the cheese is also considered to be blue. So I'll flip the cheese for now, and then later I'll probably flip the Kraken because Jack Barnes wanted me to flip the Kraken. All right. Lots of people saying cheese. I will flip the blue one later for you, Jack Barnes. Don't worry, I will. All right, GT said the clone. Ooh, another person saying the blue one, the Kraken. All right. I have a yellow one, but lost it. Ooh, all right. What yellow one do you have? Do you have the cheese? This cheese normally comes with yellow handles. Thank you guys for being in the stream, by the way. I like having new people in here, such as Pepsis and Jack Barnes. And Sonic is the best, or Sonic is best. We got lots of new people in the stream today. Jaden said, are you a clone supporter? Kind of. It really depends for me which clone company it is. So here, I'll flip the clone that I have for this one to let you guys know more about it. So, here's the thing. I feel like clones are okay. Rio said put on socks. I'm sorry, I'm blinding you guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. All right. Here's the thing. Clones are okay in my opinion. They make very, very good, I guess, versions of Squid Industries balisongs, such as the Kraken. But depending on what brand you get. So Armshark is a good clone brand in my opinion. They make very high quality clones for a lot cheaper of the price if you don't have enough money to afford a Squid Industries balisong. I definitely recommend getting an Armstrong Balisong. But I don't recommend Bali Plus because something that some clone brands do, such as Bali Plus, that I don't like is see how it has the Squid Industries logo on there? I'm not a fan of that. To me, if you are going to make a clone, you should put your logo on it, not Squid Industries. And it is okay to have Squid Industries logo on there as long as you have your logo too. But there's not a single Bali Plus logo on here, which in my opinion would make it easy to scam people and to give someone this and tell them it's a Squid Industries knife. And obviously scamming is not good. And so to make that to where it's able to be easier for people to scam people, I'm not a fan of at all. All right. Sonic is the best said, hi, I love your vids. Well, thank you so much, bro. All right. Oh, GT wants me to do the fan like he does his. Okay, I got you. There. I'm doing the fan like you do yours. Boom. All right. Has 3 games. Said, can you teach me Y2K? I have the thumb rollover down, but it's getting into open position I don't get. I got you. So once you go around and you catch it about right here, all you're going to do, you see how these are already over here? You're going to use that momentum to just curl it down and flick it over. So let's do that one more time. Around, flick over. We're going to do it a bit slower this time, okay? Once you have it around, you catch it like right here. You're going to want to put your fingers in between the safe handle and the trainer blade, and then you're going to want to swing it around like that. There you go. All right. Songs the best says, please can I be in a stream? Unfortunately, like I told one of my other people that was asking that, I only am going to do streams with people that I do know, such as Trenton, because mainly for one reason. I'm not opposed to streaming with my viewers. It's something that I'd be interested in. The only problem is you have to send the invite link to the stream. So I have Trenton's phone number, so I can do that. But the only issue to stream with you on here is because I would have to post the link on YouTube, which means anybody could join the stream, not just the person that I wanted to stream with. That would be the issue with that. So unfortunately, I learned that trying to stream with Peanut. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any streams with people just from YouTube. But if I know you or if I have your contact information, I may be interested in doing that sometime in the future. Ooh, we got lots of new people in here. Cool. All right. I love Fortnite said, how can I get the Balisongs? Mine specifically are not for sale, but I would recommend if you're wanting one, I'd recommend getting the Nibali's Impulse. You could get it off of Amazon or off of the Nibali's website for about $35, and this thing is a very good flipper. All right. And then this thing is a Bali Plus Kraken clone. This thing costs about $60 on the BBKS website. All right. We got lots of new people in here. Okay. So Blueberry OG said, I'm an OG Balisong flipper. Nice, bro. Blueberry said, my most favorite is my Benchmade 51. Nice, bro. I don't know that much about Benchmade Balisongs. I've never really gotten into Benchmade Balisongs, but sounds pretty cool. I've heard it's a good one. Ooh, H4 Shatter said, what's up? What's your favorite Balisong? My current favorite Balisong is probably this one right here, the Nibali's Impulse. It's a pretty new one that I got. I'm really behind on chat, guys. I'm trying to catch up. I'm going to have to skip just a few. Pepsi says, do you have Discord? I do not. GG said, the fact that Shatter used to be my user is crazy. Oh. Has 3 games to Discord, maybe. No, I don't have Discord, guys. The only people that I'll probably be streaming with again in the future is probably just Trenton or maybe Ghost Flipping. Ghost Flipping said he's interested in doing a stream with me in the future, and I know how he streams. I've been in his streams before, so unfortunately, I'll probably be only streaming with Trenton or with Ghost Flipping. But I am open to maybe, and this is a maybe, streaming with other people in the future. All right, Sonic is best said, please read the Bible. Yes, bro. Thank you for calling me out on that. I need to read my Bible more, honestly. That's something that me as a Christian, I will admit that as a struggle. I need to read my Bible more. I've not been reading it daily like I need to. I did go to church today, but and we did read out of Numbers, but I do need to read my Bible more, and I thank you for calling me out on that. But yes, I do end my streams with a Bible verse, guys. So, oh goodness gracious, I'm gonna need both hands for this. So you guys are going to be held by my knees right now. Yes, that is right. You guys are being held by my knees while I screw in this pivot screw. All right, perfect. Cool. All right. Sonic is best says the only way I could do that was if you wanted it done. All right, H4 Shattered says, sweet, you have the impulse. Also, without the Nabala's cheese on the floor. Yes, that is the Nabala's cheese. I have it with blue handles. H4 Shattered says, I have the Nabala's cheese as well. I plan to get an impulse soon. Nice, bro. I definitely recommend the impulse, especially if you like thinner, well-rounded handles with good grip. This thing flips absolutely amazingly and even has changeable weights on the bottom. It is a very good balisong. The cheapest one you can get is the silver with silver or the silver with black handles, costing around $35 US. Or if you want to get fancy with it, you could get this one, which has the different colored handles for about $45. They're all going to flip the same, no matter which color you get. Just the only reason it costs more is if you want something that looks better. So this one looks cooler than the just plain silver one, so it costs $10 more. Otherwise, they all flip about the same. All right, we're only down to 4 people in the stream. What? That's okay. That's okay. Guys, feel free to say hi, ask me any questions. Oh my goodness, I just flung that thing. Holy moly. Oh my goodness, I flung that thing. Okay, I'll flip the cheese for you, Shattered. Or Shatter. I will flip the cheese for you because you're mentioning the cheese. Ooh, Action J Function said, what's that combo? What do you mean, what's that combo? I'm kind of just doing what we call autopilot flipping, where I just pretty much am... I don't even have to think about these tricks. Like right now, I'm looking up. I'm not even looking at my phone, not looking at my Balisong. This is what we call autopilot flipping, where I just flip without even having to think about it, just the tricks that I know. And so, unless I'm trying to do a specific new trick or combo, I don't really have a specific combo that I'm doing. Ooh, Pepsis said, do you play Beat Saber? I do not. I do not have any sort of VR, or I do not play Beat Saber. All right. Ooh, we got another new person. Chill Thine Self said, thoughts on the Flightanium UFO? I do not have many thoughts on that because I've never flipped it. It looks like an interesting balisong, that's for sure. It looks like it's different than what most flippers are used to, but I have never flipped the Flightanium UFO, so I cannot give you my full thoughts on that, on how it flips. All right. Pepsi said, what about roller coasters? Do you like those? Because I'm not going to say what you meant there. Actually, I don't like roller coasters. I'm more of a water slide guy. I'm sorry, Pepsis. I'm more of a water slide guy. I absolutely love water slides. Not a fan of roller coasters, like at all. Went on a roller coaster that I was told was I was told it was like the smallest one at the park. Turns out it was the biggest one at the park. Craziest experience ever. I almost crapped myself. Almost passed out. It was crazy. Not a fan of roller coasters. More of a water slide guy. All right. OllieX Edit said, holy moly, you still streaming? No. I'm not still streaming from earlier. I do different streams at different parts of the day. I ended my stream like way earlier. I remember you were in my stream that I did earlier today. But I've only been streaming with this stream for about 43 minutes, and before this I did my special guest stream with Trenton. Finally was able to do that. Ooh, Action J Faction said, what's the Bally comb? This is just a cheap Amazon Balisong comb. It doesn't flip that well, but it does look pretty cool to whip out a Balisong and comb your hair. All right. Pepsi said, oh, which one did you go on? What do you mean, like which roller coaster? I went to a theme park here in Missouri. It's in Branson, Missouri. It's called Silver Dollar City. I went on Powder Keg. I was told it was the smallest one at the park. It happened to be one of the biggest. All right. GT said, okay, can I be a mod? I'm not really looking into any mods right now, but if I do, I will remember that for the future. If I do end up getting a mod, it will probably be Silas Flips, because he is a very, very loyal viewer. He's in most of my streams, but I may look into having you as mod sometimes in the future if I end up needing a mod. All right. Pepsi says, that's how you don't get into roller coaster and why you shouldn't lie to your friends. I don't think he meant to lie. It was actually my best friend's, one of my best friend's family members that told me that. I don't think he knew. I think he honestly thought that it was one of the smallest. I don't think he knew. Addison Rose said, hi. Pepsi says, Silver Dollar City, that's like the best theme park in the U.S.? Wow. Never thought I'd hear someone say that, but yeah. I really like going to I'm not really a fan of the roller coasters there, but I really like their water park called Whitewater. The Silver Dollar City Whitewater is probably my favorite water park. Maybe not, though. There's some other water parks in Branson, Missouri that are pretty good, such as Grand Country Resort, but yeah. Oh, we got a new person in here. Dave700 said hi. Well, hello. OllieX Edit said, bro, I tried roller coasters, didn't like them. My friend ditched me on all the rides. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Ooh, GT said, all right, bye, guys. I gotta go. God bless and keep up the good work. All right, thank you, GT. See ya. Glad to have you in the stream. All right, Dave said hi again. Well, hello, Dave. If you've got any questions or comments, just let me know. All right, H4 Shattered said, I wonder if there's actually a good Balisong out there. Most that you typically see are just cheap Amazon ones. I'm pretty sure there are good ones, but I've never seen a trusted company really selling those. I think Glider actually... No, it's not Glider. It's LDY, I think, has the option to have a comb trainer on Orion. It was either LDY or it might have been Glider coming out with it. I forget what it was. There's some big company that's coming out with that, I'm pretty sure. Yo, Silas, what's up? Silas said, yo, I'm back. Haven't seen Wavy in a while. Yeah, I have not seen Wavy in a while either. I don't know, bro, said LDY. Yo, what's up, I don't know, bro? Good to see you back in another one of my streams. Pepsis said, Orion, the Giga Coaster at Kings Island. Never heard of that. I told you I don't really go on many roller coasters, and I've actually not been on many vacations, so yeah. All right, H4 Shatter said, nice, I'll check them out. Dave said, is the blue 3D printed? This one right here? This one is not, and the other blue one that I have here with me, the Bally Plus Crack Rack and Clone, none of these are 3D printed. None of the Balisongs I have here. They are all metal Balisong trainers. All right, Silas Flips said BRB again. All right, Silas, you're good. Oh, there's 12 people in the stream. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions. Ooh, we got 16 people in the stream. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions. Ooh, Shattered said, how much is the Kraken clone? This one right here. You can get it off of BBSK for around $60. Pepsis said, I'm going to go talk to my friends now. Bye-bye. All right, bye. See ya, Pepsis. Thank you for tuning in on my stream. All right, Dave700 said, okay, thanks. Thought they were Coast. I got some. Nice. All right. Silas Flip said, okay, I'm back. All right, Silas. I don't know, bro said, does it have tap? Does what have tap? The Kraken clone? The Kraken clone does indeed have some tap, but I can guarantee you the tolerances are really good. Barely any play whatsoever. Like, very, very minimal. I don't even understand how this thing has tap. And a problem that has not been with this thing is the pivot screws are not coming out, which is one of the biggest problems in my opinion. More of a problem than tap and play is the pivot screws coming out of your Balisong. That's a big issue I've had in the past, and these pivot screws are not coming out on this thing at all, which is amazing. Ooh, all right, we got another new person here. Dang Dog 18 said, can you flip the cheese because I just ordered mine? Yes, bro, absolutely. I got you. What color did you get, if you don't mind me asking? I got the blue cheese. As a matter of fact, speaking of blue, I'm going to have another gummy buster, y'all. All right, let's see if we can get another blue raspberry one. I want a blue raspberry one. Please? Please, can I? Oh, that's not one of them. Hold up, guys. I want to get a specific blue raspberry gummy buster. All right, there we go. Ooh, Anthony said, I thought the stream this morning was the part 1 for 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. I ended up being able to stream again. I thought I was going to be busy the rest of the day. I wasn't, so I'm streaming again. But yeah, starting Monday afternoon, I will not be streaming or posting anything for 2 weeks. All right. Shattered said, LOL, both of y'all got blue, but I got the purple one. I'm flipping mine right now. Nice, bro. All right. Well, we got 12 people in the stream. Guys, feel free to say hi or ask me any questions. Wow, we got 35 votes. 66% of people are saying yes, Joyride. 17% are saying yes, W. Trenton. 14% are saying nope, just back to your normal stream. And 3% are saying nah, Joyride is mid. All right. Shatter said, what's the blue and green handle Balisong? That is the Barracuda V2 from BB Barfly. This thing is amazing, but this thing does have blockier, more squared handles. I hated this thing for a while because it didn't meet my flipping preferences, but after I've gotten used to it, this thing is a very, very good flipper. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure Blade Bias even called it the Balisong of the year 2024, which is partially why I ordered this thing. It is a very good advanced flipper. All right. Dave 700 said, what Joyride do you have? I have the Gummy Busters and the Blue Raspberry Sour Strips. And in the other room, I have some Sour Smacks, but I don't like them as well as the Gummy Busters and Blue Raspberry Sour Strips. Guys, I am going to have to end the stream pretty soon. Going to give you guys a heads up. So if you guys got any last questions or comments that you want to ask or tell, please do so. And I will be having to do my outro here pretty soon. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know, bro said you would hate the refault. Oh, wow, really? Silas Slip said, what's your dream Balisong? My dream Balisong is probably the Nabalis Wing, if I'm being honest with you. The Nabalis Wing is pretty good. Another one that I'm interested in getting is the Glider Pacific because it has well-rounded handles, and I love well-rounded handles. But my dream Balisong is probably the Nabalis Wing for sure. Ooh, all right. Anthony said, sadly, I don't live anywhere near a Target, so I never had Joyride. Actually, I didn't even get these at Target. I do not shop at Target. Me and my family do not. I got these at Hy-Vee in Springfield, Missouri. So if you have a Hy-Vee near you or a 7-Eleven or a CVS pharmacy, those are all places that sell Joyride. All right, Shatter said, do you have any opinions on the Nabalis Vulp or Nabalis Canyon? I have both, and they're my favorites. I do not have any opinions on the Vulp. I'm not ever interested in getting any sort of Vulp. Not interested in that. Not interested in supporting Will Hirsch. You guys can ask me why, and I'll explain that to you if you want. But in the Nabalis Canyon, on the other hand, yes, the Nabalis Canyon is one of my favorite Balisongs. I currently am doing a trade with my best friend Trenton. He has my Canyon right now, and I have his Bally Plus Kraken clone. But yes, the Canyon is a very, very good Balisong. Very durable. All right, DangDog18 said, do you have experience with blemished Nabalis knives? I do not. I've never bought a blemished Balisong from Nabalis. I've bought mine new. Never bought a blemished one. I don't know, bro said why. Anthony said, I'll try to get some. Might just order some online to try. Dave 700 said, do you have any more Balisongs? Pretty much just these here. The other one that I have is a black, just a black version of that. The combs that I got 2 for $20. Just the silver one and the black one. All right, CarCam37, thank you for being in the stream. I'm pretty sure you're a new person. He said, "What's your favorite flavor?" Favorite flavor of Joyride is probably the blue raspberry sour strips. Coming in second is probably the gummy busters. Shatter said, "Nice." Hold up, just 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I am gonna have to wrap up the stream here. I'll read a few more questions that you guys have, and then I'm gonna do my outro. And it will most likely be the last stream for the next 2 weeks, unless I happen to be able to stream on Monday, which I doubt. All right. Do I have the false edge or regular? I have the false edge canyon. Trent currently has it. All right. Thunderman said yes. Yo, what's up, Thunderman? Thank you for joining on the stream. All right. Carcan37 said, "Can you flip two with both hands?" Yes, I can. I'm not going to be able to do that right now because I have to end the stream here pretty soon. Like, I'm going to be ending the stream here. But I will probably post a video sometime in the future, maybe, with me flipping two now that I have a head mount. Anthony said, "I think he might ignore my question." No, I won't. Yes, it is because Will is gay. He very much supports LGBTQ, which is something that I, as a Christian, do not support. He makes sure that it is known that if you support him, you support LGBTQ, and I do not at all support that. I do not support most of the things that he supports, and for that reason, I will not be getting any sort of Volp or Volp Pro. So, yeah. All right. Carcam37 says, "Can you flip with your weak hand?" You mean my left hand? I'm right-handed, so flipping with my left hand is a little weird. It is possible. I'm just not as good with my left hand as my right hand. All right, guys, I'm going to be ending the stream here. I'm going to end this stream with the Bible verse that Trenton gave a little while ago. 1 Corinthians 8:10, guys. I don't know it off the top of my head. You guys can go look it up. I thank you to everyone who's in the stream. And this is probably going to be my last stream for the next 2 weeks, unless I happen to be able to stream Monday morning, which I doubt. And yeah, 1 Corinthians 8:10, guys. Go look it up. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.